So I've got goal to break it down for you. But before that, let's go and break down our last video, which was a BTC trade. If you come to YouTube Throne Trades, 3 days ago, that was when we called the Bitcoin move that has actually happened now. And from Telegram group Throne, we had, this is the analysis, and then this is the entry. We got at around 69,717. So this is the move I'm going to break down because that's where we got our entry. And the trade, like I'd said, always explain it here on YouTube, and then you can always watch it and then have good entries like us. So in explaining this entry here, let me just come to Bitcoin chart and then I break it down. So I was leaving everything like this. This is the price difference area. We were seeing price not going further up here. So when I come to the 1 hour, I wanted to understand structure. Okay, the market was around, it was like this when we had our entry. So this is the daily price difference which acted as a resistance here, as you can see. And then we had the first break here, which is a low and then a lower low. So this break here, we marked it like this. And then we're waiting for price to be able to come into these areas here. So from here, you see price forming a resistance here, and then coming to break this low to form another lower low. So you have a low and then another lower low. So here, we mark this as our price difference here. So when price return into this area, we want to see whether price will form a lower high. So remember, this is a higher high, then we have a lower high, and then another lower high here. So from this lower high, we wanted to see price breaking. So price came and broke below this one. So this is where we had our entry. Because we've broken below price difference here, there's a lower low which has been formed, and then there's a lower low high, meaning the market has failed to go further up here and has come to break it. So this is where we had our entry. And as you can see from here, this is the entry. Just below that here, 69,717. So that is the entry. And then we were saying if it breaks, BTC breaks below 68,260, then we could actually hit that. So that's where we had our take profit, which was smashed. And now look at what has happened and how BTC has gone and how it is continuing to form lower highs. So as you can see here, there's another break here, and then the market is coming down here. This is an area where we could actually have an entry. We could have an entry here, but let's focus on gold for now because gold has given us a good setup. So switching on to gold, which we want to do originally, this is gold on the daily time frame. I wanted to look at it and break it down for you. Again, if you come to YouTube Throne, look at our last video here. I had explained gold at price difference. The second last video, you just come to Throne, gold at price difference. That is 8 days ago. And if you notice, this is the price difference I had marked like that. And then we had marked these as our all-time highs. And then we had marked these as our lows, our new low. So what I want you to notice here is that the reason why I mark this concept is that the difference between this high and then this new lower low, because there's a low here, is actually here. And we say that at price differences, the market forms a resistance. So you can clearly see here, this big gold move here was not a surprise because there was a resistance here. Or you could also have it like this, a double top here, and then here. So now, because gold has moved like this, we want to now understand how we can possibly get a trading opportunity on it. So the first thing we want to do is that we want to see this very candle here has broken below this low and then this low. So giving us a price difference here, if I'm to mark my last low, the whole of that like that, you can clearly tell that price has actually closed below all of this. So let me mark it like that. So from here, I can now switch to the lower time frame because I don't have a lot of information on this particular time frame here. Okay, so what I'm saying here is that we have a resistance here, which is from a price difference. We have a high, and then the market coming here to form a low. And then the market pulls back into this resistance and price difference, and look at how price was ranging here. So this is the area in which I was telling guys, you don't want to find yourself trading here because the market is ranging. And this is what I had sent the tweet. So I like, you wait for gold to get out of the range between 5,100 and 5,018 for you to be able to get trades, good trades. Otherwise, you are in for the slaughter. And I was saying the reason why we will have to get these trades is because of volumes. Yesterday was Thursday. I was like, we would have these volumes either on Friday, which is today, or Monday, these 2 days. So if we don't get them today and then Monday, Friday and Monday, then definitely Thursday was going to be the volume day. So in another video, I explained to you the concept of market rhythm and understanding volumes when you trade. If you watch it, you just come to Throne, you will find it there. So now we are interested in trading gold. And the reason for that is because if you can see clearly here, this single candle here has broken below all of these other lows here. Let me just do it like all these lows here, this single candle has broken below them. If you look at this, this is a pattern and the market has come here. So now we marked our last low here, which is our price difference. And we also have these other lows here, and then maybe these other lows here. So these are the potential areas the market could come into. So now for us to have an entry, I want to explain something to you. Now I can come to the 1 hourly, and on the 1 hourly, I want to explain. So if you look at this last low we've marked here, which is this one. So the market comes, creates a difference. Now, let me mark this. These are the two potential areas in which we are going to look for trading opportunities. So if you see gold on the 1 hourly here, we clearly say this is our resistance, and then the market comes to create a lower low. So we have this low, and then we have this high here. So the difference between this high and this low, the first one was actually here, and then we have the second one being here because this one single candle has taken below all these lows. Now, this is the reason why we are going to have a sell entry. And because of that, you've seen this lower, this high here. When the market pulled back after forming this lower low, we pull back into this high and the market will not break it. So the market has failed to break it now, giving us a resistance. So now, this is an area where we can definitely have entries here to bring us to these lower lows here, and then maybe possibly to these other lows here, as long as the market does not break above this. Okay, if we don't break above this resistance here to come to this price difference, then we are in for sales. So this is the reason why I'm actually bearish on gold, because we have a lower low and then possibly a pullback to form another lower low here. That's the move I'm expecting on gold. So we're going to see how it plays out. I will accept to be wrong if gold comes and breaks above this. If we come and break above this resistance here, then I will lose 1%. And I wait for what will happen when price reaches here. So this is the move I'm actually waiting for, and I want to see it play out. I will have my sell entries here, and then I will be risking 1%. And then if it breaks above this, then I can accept the 1% loss. Otherwise, I'm bearish on gold because we have formed lower lows, and then the market is possibly failing to form higher highs here because from this high, the market comes back down. So let's see how this plays out, but we could have a target of that. But now, if we're completely wrong and the market comes to break above this resistance, this price difference here, then we can have another story to possibly take us to these all-time highs. We can be heading to an all-time highs. As long as we break above this, then we can be head to an all-time highs. But anything below this, we are still selling to possibly these lows and then these lows here. So let's see how gold is going to play out.